All right, everybody. So before we do the interior, we're gonna change blower motor on this 2005. I mean, why not? We got the brand new motor right there, and I'm doing it first time, so hopefully I can get it right. But what I need to do is I gotta take around, figure out these clips right here. A couple of these. That's what I look on the video, so we can disconnect that arm. You can see there's baffles in there. Anyway, once I do that, it looks like this motor is really coming in with a box, because the motor itself is just sits in there. Anyway, I'll walk you through some steps if you want to do that before we do all this prettiness. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this Ryan's video. Dude's doing good.
Move your wiring harness out of the way here, and then there's two in the back that you can get with.
Anyway, let's do this. So I guess it's a little different than Ryan was saying, which is right, mostly. So this actuator motor right there that's sitting, you have to pull out from here. Basically, you have to lift it up a little bit, because it goes in the slot right here. Lift it up and pull it. Now, it's pretty tight down here. Now, this here is gonna have to come out with a couple of, I say couple of screws right here. That's where the actual motor sits. We're gonna get some stars and flathead for clips, and let's do this. Okay, I said you have to undo these bolts, but you don't. There's only 3 clips right here. So check it out, right there. Nice and pretty. Yes, there is a factory motor in here. So it's these 3, 1, 2, and 3. They're basically almost identical as air box, air filter, you know. Now, basically 3 bolts and a plug, and done deal. This is a T20 star. Put them in, undo the screws, undo the plug, and looks like that's it. All right, we got a problem here. I packed this fan back because it's for 3 series, right? First of all, it's quite smaller. The fan itself is a little smaller, and the width and the size and the plug, everything else is different. I don't know how, but I bought this. I'm gonna put it for sale. It's for E46. Anyway, when I get a new fan, we'll get back in business. All right, everybody, it's been a week. We got the bat fan right here. We have SCD5 rod bearings kit. With the bat fan right here. Let's kind of compare it, right? If it's the right fan that we got. Because if it's the right fan, we're gonna put it in right now and start assembling the dash, clean the carpet, the back seats, and everything else, so we can get this beast assembled. And after that, we're gonna do a little bit of body work on the back. Then we're doing vinyls and exhaust. Exhaust needs to be patched up a little bit, and then this car is gone, long gone. And then we're gonna have a new project that I'm gonna talk about later. Well, here it is, 100% identical. This one's made by Uro. I figured it's just a fan, doesn't really matter. This one's made by Vallejo. Well, BMW, you know, psych. This one's going to trash. This one's going in, and we're gonna keep busting some balls. Let's do this. All right, fans in, done deal. Let's put the plastic on. Couple clips right there, and then connect the hole right there, the blower mechanism. And after that, really, we could start vacuuming the whole carpet and installing the dash. So we're still in the process of doing everything. We got dash installed, cluster, steering column. We're gonna do the center console and most likely the back first, but Alcantara was sagging a little bit, so I took some contact and obviously sprayed both sides, and it's gonna dry right now. That's what I took. 3M, great product, will work on a lot of stuff. Let's just continue, keep moving. All right, now it's been about 2 weeks or more, and we got some dickery going on in here. We have one Honda, another Honda, a third Honda right there. Anyway, here's the interior. Might as well open all the doors and show you the results. Tell you what, it's looking real good. I'm not gonna lie, if you follow my Instagram, you'll see the dash is swapped, the blower motor is swapped, everything here is nice and stiff. Shifter is rebuilt, e-brake, armrest, all of that stuff. Back seats, man, they looking good. You can put your kids in here and go for a 160 mile-an-hour pull, you know. Obviously that was a joke. Now I'll show you this in the back. Man, this seat's looking real good. Another one is, man, I just want to drive this car. She turned out decent. I wouldn't say the best, but real good. My interior will turn out the best. You'll see why. All of it's down there with the leather dash. Anyway, this dash does not look bad. Door cards are good. Everything. So let's get back to business of painting. Now, I have to explain you what's going on. I was always keeping it in the back burner as far as body work and everything. So this car at some point was in an accident. Now, it was rear end, light hit. Nothing major. So let me show you something. Gaps are fine. Everything else is fine. When they had this car in a real hood, Chicago, Indianapolis, those people did complete shit work. Now, when I had my first M5 in 2016, this piece, there's a seam right here. To do a structural body work, you have to unfold this seam and put some lead in it. So this back piece is for sale on the website, or you can just drill it out from the other BMW 39. Right here's the seam, and there's a seam in the bottom. What they did is, when it was hit, they just put so much Bondo in here. Looks like shit, complete shit. Now, what we're doing is we're basically patching it up. Put the band-aid on it. We're gonna patch this up, try to flow, spray paint right here, paint match, blend. Because you have to change this whole bottom piece, dude. So is the trunk, but it's fine. It's not really a big deal. You'll find out why it is not a big deal later in the video. But you have to listen to this and stick with me. Now, the bumper cover, of course, is all repaired because there was a couple cracks here. I just put a coat of filler in it. I'm gonna put some glaze and get it to a real good condition here pretty soon. Also gonna blend a couple of spots and call it a day. I'm not gonna dick with this car because this is not a proper job. It should have been done completely. Drill this out, change that, blend and paint, and get it done right. But we're just gonna patch this up and call it a day. This is a clean title car. 6 owners or 7 owners. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This car's coming along. After the body work, we're gonna do Vanos. And yeah, let's keep busting balls. If you all forget, this is how the 39 looks. Real good. And then when we're done with this car with a couple of weeks, we're shifting gears to this beast right here. Let me show you. Get nicer outside. It was 45 today. Yeah, forgot to tell you, my wife did an amazing job, didn't she? Oh yeah, look at that, huh? Great. She was basically turning with the big SUV and just sideswipe the car. Anyway, I got a bumper for it. We're gonna do bearings right here, bolts, rod bearings and bolts, ARP. We're gonna redo the rear end, differential rebuild, put a 293 gears in it. I also want to do a full suspension, not a polyurethane bushings, probably flex purple ones, a little bit stiffer than factory, subframe, and then differential. And yeah, just redo the whole back. Maybe we'll do a CSB, center support bearing, while we're there, even though it's fine, it's good. Whole front end, all the mechanical parts, shifter and all that is perfect. And then of course this car is gonna need a good paint. We're talking complete paint job, because there's things like this. Texas car, we got a new dash, everything's just faded and cracked. It's gonna need serious paints. There's dents and scratches. The only bad part about here is this, which we're gonna take to a professional guy and pull it out and maybe change the whole thing like the silver car. Other than that, 2-owner, clean title, clear title, Texas car, no wrecks, nothing. There's a lot of dents. We're gonna have to invite a PDR guy for this one. Anyway, let's do this. Let's bust some balls, get that silver car close to its perfection. All right, we're 100% ready to spray this. Now, I know I said I'm gonna do a touch up or a spot. I'm gonna blend right here a little bit. So is up here. I'm gonna blend. Have to cover this still. Anyway, I'm gonna figure this out so we can buff it later. Anyway, this is ready 100%. Have to prime it a couple times. It's good. So is this. And again, like I said, this is a patch. They should have fixed it the right way. Anyway, we're not gonna get into it. We're gonna paint it, call it a day. The next owner can deal with it. It'll look presentable. It'll be fine. It's done right. Bondo, primer, Waited all night for it to dry, and it's good. Ready to go. We're gonna be using this right here. Basically, it's titanium silver. We matched it up at the store yesterday, and it's this color code in the can. Now, here's the catch. This is single stage with clear. Can go heavy, cannot be wild with it. I'm thinking 2 decent coats, it should do the job. Maybe a little more, but on a smaller areas, I'll do 2 and see what happens on a bumper. Maybe I'll do 3. Other than that, we're ready. Let's degrease it one more time, and let's do this. Result isn't too bad. It's good for a single stage paint. Transition here, good enough, you know? It's not too bad. If we need to, we'll polish that. So is here. It's looking decent. All right, so we're here, we're done painting, and it's not looking bad. Yes, the paint does not match. What I did here in the bumper, I kind of blended in. The bumper honestly looks good. I'm gonna put her on here pretty soon and take the car outside. The prep job is decent. It doesn't shine as much, which might need a little buff. But the thing is, we painted with single stage, so it's clear in paint. Obviously, this stands out. But this is like I said, this would be a band-aid job, so it doesn't rust or anything. You need to change this piece and just blend the whole thing, you know? So is the new trunk. Anyway, let's put it on, see what happens, and take it outside and go on from there.